Most people think that if they could just boost their IQ by 20 points, their financial problems would vanish. They believe wealth is a math problem, a puzzle for the smart people to solve. But look around. Your doctor is $400,000 in debt. Your engineer friend is one missed paycheck away from losing his Tesla. And the smartest person you know is probably working hard for a salary that vanishes before it even hits their bank account. The common belief is that intelligence leads to wealth. But if you are to analyze the behavioral patterns of the top 1%, and the reality is the exact opposite, being smart is often your biggest financial liability. Your brain is a high-performance engine, but it's running on outdated survival-based software designed to keep you safe and accepted, not wealthy. Today, I'm breaking down the 8 psychological traps that keep intelligent people broke. This isn't a motivational speech. It's a diagnostic of the glitches in your mental hardware. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your smart decisions are keeping you poor and exactly how to rig the game back in your favor. We start with the high-income trap. Smart people are great at landing high-paying jobs. But here's the glitch. Your brain equates a high salary with wealth. It's not. A $200,000 salary is just a bigger bucket. If the bucket has holes, it doesn't matter how much water you pour in. You aren't building an empire. You're just maintaining a high burn rate lifestyle that requires you to keep slaving forever. You're a high-performance engine burning fuel faster than you can tank it. So if earning more doesn't fix the problem, what is quietly draining the money? That drain is the social proof tax. The social proof tax is the cost of looking as successful as your IQ suggests you are. Smart people feel a biological need to signal their status to their peers. You don't buy the $80,000 SUV because you need it. You buy it because your smart friends expect a person of your stature to drive one. It's an invisible levy on your soul. You are sacrificing 30 years of future freedom for 30 seconds of a neighbor's approval. This is why someone earning $50,000 and saving $20,000 often ends up wealthier than someone earning $300,000 and saving almost nothing. Status is a drug, but even if you quit it, your intelligence will try to sabotage you in another way by making simple things feel too easy to be true. This is the complexity bias. Smart people hate simple answers. If a wealth-building strategy isn't a 50-step spreadsheet with algorithmic trading, you think it's for the masses. You over-engineer your portfolio until it breaks. You chase exotic investments because they make you feel sophisticated, while the person you find boring just buys an index fund every month, quietly becomes a multimillionaire while you're still tweaking your perfect system. Simplifying your strategy helps, but there's a deeper issue that stops smart people from acting at all: analysis paralysis. You have the mental bandwidth to see 10,000 variables, so you wait. You wait for the market to bottom, for the interest rates to shift, for the perfect time to start. But in finance, time is your best unpaid employee. While you're busy calculating the risk, the average person who just started 5 years ago has already won the game through the sheer force of compounding. Your intelligence is literally stealing your most valuable asset, time. Once you finally start, your brain will try to lock you into your mistakes using a logic that feels like loyalty. But it's actually financial suicide. Sunk cost fallacy. You've spent 6 years on a degree or 3 years on a failing business. Your smart brain says, "I can't quit now, I've put too much in." This is the logic of the sinking ship. You keep bailing water because you're proud of how much you've already bailed. Wealthy people don't care about what they've lost. They only care about where the next dollar will grow fastest. If the ship is sinking, jump. Don't drown just because you paid for the ticket. Clinging to the past is a trap, but so is the smart person's ego, the belief that because you can do anything, you should do everything. This brings us to the DIY delusion. You're smart, so you think you don't need a tax strategist, a property manager, or an automated system. You spend 10 hours a week managing things that a pro could do in 10 minutes. You're trading genius-level time for minimum wage tasks. You think you're saving money, but you're actually capping your growth. Leverage is the only way to true wealth, and you can't leverage yourself if you're the only one doing the work. Fixing this frees time, but there's still an invisible cost most smart people never learn to see: the opportunity cost blindness. Smart people focus on what things cost. Wealthy people focus on what things cost them to miss. Buying a $50,000 estate isn't just $50,000. It's the $400,000 that money be worth in 20 years to come. Staying in a safe $150,000 job isn't safe if it costs you a $1 million business opportunity. Every yes to a liability is a no to a future asset. If you can't see the invisible price tag on your comfort, you'll never be free. Finally, there is the final boss of the smart person's brain. The reason why, no matter how much you make, it never feels like enough. The hedonic treadmill. Your brain is a master at normalizing. You get the raise, you get the house, and within 3 months, it's just normal. So, you upgrade again and again. You've turned your life into a party where the lights are flickering and the DJ is playing sad songs about corporate downsizing. You are running a race with a finish line that moves every time you get close to it. Until you control your baseline, you aren't an owner, you're a tenant in your own life. What you've seen today isn't a lack of intelligence. It's a mismatch between how the brain evolved and how money actually works. Wealth isn't a reward for being smart. It's a reward for building systems that protect you from your own instincts. Now that you've seen the board, you can play differently. If this helped you identify a trap you're currently in, subscribe to Mind Over Money. Comment below which of the 8 stood out most. See you in the next one.